Day 2 of more 240 stuff. Radiator hoses so far. Radiator hoses. And was this the accessory belt that we need to replace? Is this the squeaking one?
I think so. That doesn't look like the right size, but
either way, we'll take a look. We'll find out when we get there. I have the receipt for a change. Ishmael has a camera in his hands. He always gets on my case about having not picked up receipts. Anyways, we're at Advanced Auto. We got to get the rest of the parts, and we'll call it a day.
Alright guys, we gotta go through the parts real quick. We got overflow tank hose, upper coolant rad hose. There's 2 parts of the lower hose. This is accessory belt, AC belt. This is part of that rad hose here. Drift stitches. Got new positive battery cable to get that extra length to the positive terminal. Got some new spark, shrink wrap or the heat shrink. Got some 14 gauge electrical cable here, wire. Run the fans for our tubing, some clamps. Got some new jack stands, thermostat gasket, thermostat, and some impact sockets. Brand new rad, and then it's just some eBay 2-core aluminum, so should get the job done for now. I'm not making serious power, so it'll be alright. And then got us 2 twin electric fans that we're going to wire up to the thermostat, and that's what the wire and the heat got us for. Got the bottom hose off, going to switch the brackets over.
And we're cleaning that guy. This is the sensor, right?
Yeah.
This is what actually tells how much pressure is going through it, or is this
temp?
This is the actual temperature sensor.
Coolant temp.
Hopefully this guy still works. That's the big struggle.
Well, it doesn't control anything, so.
Gotcha. And then I got this guy off. Got the bracket things, the clamps off, so. As you can tell, this is some old hose right here.
That's rude.
It is. Look at it, man. It's so crusty. This thing should have signed up for AARP a long time ago. So this guy is this guy, supposedly. But I'm noticing that this guy is a little bit smaller than this guy. So I'm going to see if we actually have the right length. Hopefully we do. Because this would be a very sad day otherwise. So newsflash. I'm an idiot. I had the wrong hose. This is the actual hose, as you can tell. It's about the same size. Depends
You
a
were
little
saying
bit less.
our homie at the auto parts store was an idiot. You're the idiot.
That's getting all edited out now.
So this is the top. It's going to go to the thermostat housing, and this is going to be the part that sensor goes into, and then the short end will come out of this side. So I'm going to put the old hardware on, put this in, torque it down, and then shove it back in and put it together.
And that part connects to, hold on, that part connects to the thermostat, right?
This is the thermostat side because it's flat.
Yeah.
So if you're doing this at home, just think of it like out towards the front of the car.
Yeah.
And then this is the side because the thermostat goes on the front of the motor, mounted like that. Okay. So it would sit just like that. Oh. And it would come out towards the front where the radiator's at.
We're out here today. We're gonna try and pick up where we left off last night, getting at least some parts of the rad done. I bought some blue RTV, I bought some black RTV, so we definitely should be good to go. Without further ado, I'm gonna finish drinking my coffee because I'm pretty tired. I was up late finishing last video, so yeah, let's get this party on the road here. Let's get this thing done, son.
As cold as yesterday.
Got the fuel for you.
Did you drink some?
No, the phone like settled in. It was full when I got it 5 minutes ago. There we go.
Cheers.
Not a sponsor.
Not yet.
Hey.
Dude, nobody's sponsored by a coffee company. That'd be good shit.
Well, we might be eventually. We have things going on in the background no one knows about yet, but we'll leave that alone.
We're calling it nitrous coffee.
Yeah.
Getting on the ground floor.
So, aside from the coffee, I picked up our new things. And oh, hey, you know something funny about this bag? What's going on with this bag, bro? I got you a magnet tray.
Yay, now we can actually hold on to our bolts.
So aside from our fuel for the day, our coffee, we picked up some black Permatex. This is going to be helpful for when we finally do the exhaust, among other heat-based applications like the oil pan and whatnot. We've also got some blue ones. That's going to be for our water temp system. So it'll be for the thermostat, it's for the water pump, anything else involved. That was on camera. We've got some NECs for our spark plugs. We're going to change those out today. And we've got some copper silicone. We could also use that for the spark plugs if we want to.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Yet.
We did buy all Permatex because, well, I like this stuff. I've used it on just about every
Because this is what our grandpas used.
I don't think they've been around that long. But either way, we're going to get started. What do you want to start with first? The spark plugs? Have some success today? You start with the plugs. I'll start with the thermostat because I know how to do that. Alright, so we have our little helper in orange running around here. He's helping us getting tools and whatnot. But we have got the thermostat put in. It literally just slides straight in. Before we did that, we lined the lip around the inside of where the thermostat goes with the proper blue RTV gasket sealer. And now we're sealing it up again with the gasket on top just to make sure nothing falls out because you don't need that.
The wrong gasket.
Did you really?
See the flat side on top?
That's off center, that's why. So flip it around, try again. That was for the... Does it line up now?
Well, look at that. Nick Lendon knows something.
I know things. I'm not Calvin, but I know things. Got the gasket on. Now we're going to get some RTG put on our radiator hose. At least the thermostat part of it, and then get that bolted in. And we'll be done with that part of it. After that, it's going to be getting onto the upper radiator hose, getting that stuff off, and it'll be good to go. So, Ishmael, what happened?
I'm too strong.
Got it. That happened. We snapped the bolts, so now we need to go to the store and let's just get 3 new ones. Take it easy on ourselves. We're also going to get started on these spark plugs because we don't know the age nor the health. So we're going to find out and go from there. Oh yeah, okay. So that happened. So in case you couldn't see, this has a very much burnt out spark plug. That is toast. Do you see that?
Yeah.
That is toast.
Is that rust on there?
That also does look like rust on there. So needless to say, these spark plugs, garbage.
Just got the top hose on. Gonna try and put this stuff kind of halfway back together.
We also just got all the spark plugs replaced. They were badly burned, as you guys saw. So we should be good to go on this side of the engine. Next step, finishing up with the throttle.
Oh, I shouldn't put this on yet.
Because we do need to clean off the throttle body. It's pretty dirty. Currently mounting the fans to the radiator so you can get some nice coldness. Like I said, we got rid of the clutch fan so that we can now go with this one. That way it's a little bit less power draining and a little bit more cold. That way our radiator actually cools down faster. And these will actually be wired separately from the regular thermostat system. These will be connected to a separate thermostat, one that will keep these running even when the key's out of the ignition to make sure that our car cools off. Just to show a little bit more freehand, this is how they have it set up. And apparently you said this is standard, right? To kind of do it this way. So news to me. I didn't know this. I'm learning things today. So I'm gonna clip them off using these. Just clip them off real nice and short. Make sure they stay on there. Get these fans set up so we can start getting some nice cold. No more overheating problems. I'm gonna try and test fit, make sure everything is kind of lined up where it needs to. Ready? Slide that punk in there. So far, dang, there's a lot of room in there. Hey,
There we go.
look at that.
Successfully fits.
Successfully fits. This is just the right length too, so our upper rad hose does fit, even though it was shorter.
Can you
Yeah.
hold this?
Feels
I'm
better.
gonna crawl underneath.
Sick! This is perfect. So basically right now I'm just waiting for my soldering iron to get hot, get my solder ready. Gonna basically prep the area. Again, like you said earlier, the 2 black wires are our grounds. These will be soldered together, and the 2 blue wires are power. They will be soldered together with a lead going off. That way we can get these things wired in, get ourselves a switch Because I'm using a copper wire, we're actually going to tin these wires first, then put them into our little socket pieces, and then solder all of that together. Alright, so I'll be the first to admit these are not my best solders in the world, but that's right. They're going to get the job done. Hopefully next time I'll have a little bit easier of a time. I like having the little helping hands device that will hold things for you, and they're made out of zinc, so they take heat away. Either way, wait for this to cool off so I can apply some of my liquid tape, and then we'll put heat shrink on top of that to help protect the tape from melting in the heat. So it'll be good. It's going to do the job. So what do we got going on here, Ishmael?
I just dropped free the slave.
Oh!
But look at, not so much the rust, but look at how it doesn't even...
That should not be playing around like that.
Looks like it doesn't even sink in.
It's just still under the car. He's trying to get the other slave off. And just to show you what a slave is, it's the part that helps your transmission work. That's like the most generic blonde girl answer you could probably give. Basically, it just allows it to shift gears. So this is the new piece, nice and shiny, nice and aluminum feeling, or at least I think that's what this is made out of. Came back over here to check on stuff going on in this area. Seems to be that the solders hold pretty well. Things are good, and our sealant is sealing up. I just again have to find some black tape for the negative so that our positive can stay red. Other than that, looks like we're good to go here. I have to get ready to start installing the other parts for the conduits themselves and get all the switch wired up. So, have you done this before?
Yeah, no. Yeah, maybe?
Maybe, sometime?
I've done everything before.
One time.
So you're unbolting it from the firewall and then taking out the brake line?
Yeah, so I'll probably break this free first. I just wanted to get all my sockets in order first. Inside, we'll show you underneath, to the back of the pedal. It's like this. Oh, perfect. So this goes through the firewall. So this bolts right up to the firewall. This goes through to the pedal.
Okay.
And then there's a cotter pin that comes through like that. So I'll pull the pin out, slip this on the pedal, and then we'll be in business.
And then we'll be able to actually pump it and get good.
So we'll be at it a while. We'll probably put fresh fluid in the lines.
And then go for it from there.
Yeah.
So Ishmael, what happened, bro?
Punch the car.
You punched the car, and what did it do to you?
Punch back.
Hold on, let's get another view of this. Chunks missing. Oh, my idiot self said, hey, just press on the clutch, let's see what happens. And we forgot it wasn't bolted in, so it squirted a bunch and then shot the master cylinder out. Oh, that's funny. I got it. So, this is the old one. Dude, there's stuff in there.
It did not look nice.
Oh.
It's peeing on you.
Oh well. That's the old one. Old and busted, new hotness. Old and busted, new hotness.
Old busted hotness.
Yeah, that's the name of your car now.
I'm underneath the car. Here's the pedal right here. This is the where you actually put your foot on the guys. You put your clutch, your foot right here on the clutch. Up here, that silver part. Let's see if I can get it. That silver part right there. That's from the new master we just put in. You see that hole right there? I'm gonna run this pin through it, and then I'm gonna on the other side put this cotter pin through that.
Cylinders in place. About to go grab ourselves a .3 so we can pour that in there and start pumping this. Basically, the long and short of it is that when you start pumping the clutch, you're gonna be there a while. It takes a long time for it to really get set in, which is fine. We expect this, we anticipated this. It's just that it's getting cold. Sun, as you can tell, is going down. So we're trying to get ahead of the 8-ball on this one to make sure that we can get the clutch side of things handled. That way when it's time to actually start driving the car and just testing out this radiator, we can actually move the car. We got a homie here helping us out.
Hey guys.
Abu Sako, trying to make a channel again. He has the hardest job in the world.
I was just like, I'll have to do it with my hand, but like it gets like stiff every time. So the point of the thing is to push it back, and then like it doesn't come back by himself. But now it does. So all I have to do is just push back and get some soccer like muscle going. You know?
There you go. In other words, he's bleeding our clutch, so we're finally getting our clutch to work.
Work smart, not hard.
Exactly. What you up to?
trying to break the caliper free so I can change the rotors and the pads.
More room 5.
Oh my goodness. So I know the sun's going down, we're running out of daylight. We have someplace we need to be here pretty soon. And well, to give you the full recap of what we've been doing, today we've got all the spark plugs changed, new master cylinder, new slave cylinder, got it all pressurized now. We've wired together our radiator fans, so now we got that all set. We just need to get the relay for that figured out, get our battery situation figured out, then install the radiator so we can get the radiator flushed and make sure that the whole system is completely clean. And then we have just found out that we need to do some brake work. Our caliper is actually seized, so we're going to do some homework, figure out what calipers work best, because we really don't know right now whether or not we need to just get with a huge upgrade, being a new knuckle setup and everything like that can also transfer to a 5-lug system or whatever the case might be. We'll let you guys know when we figure out what we're gonna do. Otherwise, we're gonna have to call it quits right now, clean our place up, get ourselves ready to go. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let us know what else do you think we should do after this car is legal, as far as a mod goes, whether it's physical or something inside the engine or whatever else you can think of. Otherwise, thanks again. God bless you all, and we'll see you on another episode. Peace. If you're recording. You go? Are you going? You're going.
Let me see the shoes.
Yeah. I feel like I'm back in high school with a big puffy sweatshirt, baggy pants, and odd-tied shoes.